Hi, this is Eric Anderson, live stream producer here at Palace Poker. We are excited to have RunGood here from March 19th to March 29th. We have $800,000 in guarantees. Today we are live streaming the feature table after the first break of Flight 1A, PokerNews PowerStack. $360 buy-in, 100,000 guarantee, and 30-minute levels, 30K starting stack. Come down and get some. You can watch us here. We're going to be streaming every final table for these ring events. We've got 16 of them in the next 10 days. We'll see you down here, Palace Poker, Grand Prairie, Texas. Thanks a lot.
And let me slide over to this side. Is this reversed? Left hand, right hand? Okay. No, we're good. How are you doing? So, this is Eric Anderson, the live stream producer. We are getting the cards in the air upstairs. And 15 minutes ago, we are trying a bunch of new stuff. I hope you enjoy it. I'm having a blast with my boy Lorenzo over here with all this cool stuff. We are on flight 1B of the $360 PokerNews PowerStack RunGood event. We've got 5 flights this weekend, day 2, Sunday. We had 99 entries in day 1A. Now we've got 1B. Just came back from our break, and we're going to get the cards in the air here pretty quick. There was a technical issue. The table came unplugged, so we're going to miss the first 2 hands, and the chip stacks are going to be off by a little bit, and we're going to lose a player right away, so spoiler. But then we'll get right back at it, and I'm going to have guest commentator. Hopefully, Krista Lowry will be back with me if you watched Flight 1A. What a treat to have her in here. Way better than me. So I hope I get her back. And that's it. So I can hear them doing the action. So let's go ahead and check out the stream. All right, so this is hand 1. And like I said, the table was unplugged, so we're going to miss all of this hand. Maybe we can kind of eyeball it and see what happens. It's not nearly as fun when we can't see the hole cards. We got Dan Lowry in the 5 seat on the button right now. So seat 9 raises it up. Blinds are 300, 600 right now. It looks like he makes it 1,700, 1,800. Stephanie and Co. in the chat. Hello. Good to have you here. Small blind defends. The big blind lets it go. We are off to a flop. We have no idea what the cards are. This is only 2 hands, and then we'll get to see the whole cards. We are excited to have RunGood here for the next 10 days, March 19th to March 29th. We've got $800,000 in guarantees. This is our first multi-flight event. The opener, the PokerNews PowerStack. We have 5 flights. This is 1B, 30K starting stack, 30-minute levels. This is level 5. Registration is open for 2 more hours, so expect to see a lot of play. Expect to see a lot of people getting it in, trying to build up a stack, busting out, and coming back if they need to. That's why I love streaming the early flights. When registration is still available, you can see this player in the 3 seat is being very aggressive. Poker Ski says flight 1A went great. Are you in Florida, Mike? Still in Florida? You're not going to make it out for this weekend's event? We have a check raise from the 9 seat. All right. The person in the 3 seat gets it all in. It looks like we have a ace queen against a whatever that is. Person 3 is putting on his backpack and leaving. He is exiting the building. So all of that happened post live stream. Ace king and jack king. Ace queen and jack 10, I hear from the production. And the 9 seat's going to double up. 3 seat's going to be eliminated. Registration's still open. He's probably heading to the registration desk. We might see him in a little bit. Mike's going to be here in July. We've got some stuff going on in July. Can't wait to have you. The beautiful card room of Palace Poker. And now we are going to actually see the cards. It'll make my job way easier, and it'll be way more exciting for you. So I was just fixing the equipment, and I told them the chip stacks will be off from that first level. So when they go back and watch it, it's going to be off a little bit. All right, Salmon in the hijack with king queen is going to raise it up 1,500. Those blue chips are 500. The black chips are 100. He's going to make it 1,500. Daniel Lowry in the cutoff calls with pocket sixes. The button and the blinds both fold, and we are racing right now. Oh, not anymore. 6-4 jack. Dan flops middle set. He has position on Salmon. Salmon continues for 1,500 and Dan calls. 8 on the turn. Let's see if Salmon slows down. He is drawing dead right now. He's not going to slow down. He's going to go 2,500. These guys have been playing together. I'm not sure how long, but they've been playing for the last 2 hours. So if they've been on the same table, Salmon's going to know that Daniel is awful aggressive. Puts a 4-liner out there. 5 makes a straight. 9-10 also makes a straight. Salmon's going to bluff at it one last time. Expect Daniel to pounce now. Makes it 8,000. There's 20,000 in the pot. Big bet. Very polarized. He just calls and sees the bad news. Daniel gets shipped it. Good way to start with the stream. Now, like I said, these chip counts might be off just a little bit because of the first hand or two that they played before we had the table hooked up. And in level 5, we already have 95 entries. We ended up with 1A with 99 total. So we are on pace to do much better than that. So I would expect, like, what do you guys think? 120, 130 people on 1B on a Friday night? Just a call. Well, you know, he could have accidentally got a straight on the river, and you're only getting called by something that beats you, so I don't hate it. Now, this isn't fair. Daniel wakes up with pocket kings. I don't know if you guys know Daniel Lowry. If you don't, then you don't follow poker at all, because this guy's ridiculous in the amount of rings he has, and I think he just won another one last month. But he raises, and everybody folds. And he just picks up the blinds and antes. Another 1,500 going into that stack. So he's at 69,000. Lorenzo, let's pull up the chip stacks of everybody, just in order, so we can check that out. We got Daniel up at the top. If you get over 100 big blinds, it doesn't tell you how many big blinds you have. He has over 100. Nate is second with 52 big blinds, 87 big blinds, 52,000. Down to the bottom, Salmon after that hand, down to 12K. But still lots of room. We're at the 300, 600 level. Salmon now with a suited ace. Elects to raise it to 1,500. 2.5x. Daniel folds ace reg, and Nate folds ace reg. We got the big blind defending with 7-9 suited. He is in bad shape. He does not want to hit a 9. Lego, if you're on the Palace Poker public Wi-Fi, you cannot stream YouTube poker videos. It is against the rules. All right, great flop for Salmon. He's got a flush draw. He's got the best hand the whole time. Nope, not anymore. Mike paired his 7. I just saw that. I was wondering why it was showing me Salmon's outs on the top. There he's got it. The nuts, nutter butter. So do you check behind to induce a bluff, or do you try to get some chips in the pot? He's going to get chips in the pot. He's going to bet 5K into 7, and that's enough to make Mike fold. So 4,200 going Salmon's way. Dan Lowry has, if you check him out on Hended Mob, he's got almost $4 million in total lifetime earnings. He is #1 tournament player in Arkansas. If we're looking at stats. Oh, he's got some cashes in Europe too. Nice. Mr. Lynch raises it to 1,500 with the Queen 8 suited, and Caleb with King Queen is going to 3-bet on the big blind, 4,200. Let's see if Mr. Lynch is playing around or if he wants to get it in. He does let it go. All right, let's just read off these stats really quick. February 25th, that's less than a month ago. First place in the $1,100 Win Seniors event for $35,000. A month before that, January 12th, the $400 Limit Omaha 8 or better at the Beau Rivage. First place for $19,000. A bunch of other caches, October, first place for almost $10,000 in the $400 WSOP ring event in Lake Tahoe. Bunch of other events, smaller events. He's just got a ton of caches. He's just the epitome of a grinder. April 2025, last year, first place $72,000 for the $800 main event in RunGood at in Joplin up in Oklahoma. Another first place for $17,000. Let's get back to the action. Daniel makes it under the gun, makes it 1,500 to go with pocket nines, and he gets called by King Jack, Ace 10, and 8-5. Pocket nines loves the 7-4 tray flop, 2 spades on there, so expect him to continue to deny these guys some equity. Caleb, from the small blind, is just going to block with Ace 10. I don't love that into a 4 people. Salmon has a gut shot that he wants to call. Let's see if Daniel's going to do. Yeah, he's not going to let them block that. He says, let's make it 6,500, see if you guys are serious. And he quickly finds out they are not serious. What is Salmon going to do with his 8 high gut shot? Needs a 6 for a straight. Just gives it up. Daniel, great pot. adds a little more to his stack because Caleb decided to outplay the player, and he's up to 80,000 now. Nice little 10K bump. Salman. Salmon is pronounced Salman. Have I been saying salmon? Salman. I think I've been saying it correctly. Salman. That might be my northern Minnesota accent coming out when I'm trying to say Salman and it comes out salmon. Or am I not saying Salman, it's Salmon? Is that what I'm doing? I don't know what M-A-A-N is pronounced. Salmon. I'm going to call him Sal. Nate, under the gun with King Jack suited. I like that hand. Nate is an aggressive player. He's played on my cash stream quite a few times. He's counting out a stack. He's got 52,000. Oh, probably what's happening right now, he might have been one of those original players, and now they're trying to verify his stack. They might be saying, hey, our chip counts are messed up. Just quick, tell me what you have so I can fix my TV show. That might be what happened right there. Salmon. I'm just going to go Sal. Thank you, though, GP. I'm going to go Sal. Caleb in position on the button with ace-8. Calls 1,500. 4, 5, 6 on the flop. Caleb has the best hand and the best draw. A 7 gives him a straight. Nate with the pre-flop aggression checks it. It checks back ace on the turn. Nate is drawing dead. 4,500 in the pot. He's going to lead for, it looks like, 16? 65. I got the colors wrong. 6,500, not 1,600. That's a much better bet. Caleb calls. And Nate's going to have to get very aggressive on this river, but he might just give it up. Yeah, he gives up. Caleb will probably just show it and not try for any thin value with just ace. No kicker. Pair of aces. Bad kicker. That's it. Super exciting. If you haven't yet, exit out of the chat. Go click like. Go click subscribe. Jump back into the chat. Say hi. You guys are able to, you earn points. For every 5 minutes you are chatting with me, you're going to get points. And then you can use those points to play games, gamble. What's happening? I do have Krista Lowry back in the booth. And fans, pull up another chair. Yeah. I've only got, I can set up, who doesn't want to talk? Neither one of you? I don't. You want to talk? Oh, have a seat. I don't know who you are. So what's your name?
I'm Julie.
Julie, nice to meet you, Julie. I'm Eric, live stream producer here at Palace Poker. Put this on. You can't stay?
I'm not commentating on this table.
Oh, not with your husband there. That shenanigans. You can't commentate with your husband. You can watch, but don't commentate. Yeah, giving him some information. No. So, 3 lovely ladies have just joined me in the commentary booth. One of them is Dan's wife. Now, he's, if you haven't been watching on stream, he's been doing well the last few hands. So, he's, introduce yourself for the people at home.
I'm Julie.
Julie.
Walker.
Julie, and are you from Arkansas?
I'm not. I'm from Oklahoma, actually.
Okay. And how do you know? We're adjusting microphones. How do you know Dan and Krista?
Krista's my best friend.
Oh, what about this one?
Best friend in the whole wide
Is she in there?
She's my friend.
She's not the best friend.
No, Krista's actually my best friend.
Deals on the road.
Oh, you're a traveling dealer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you dealing this event? Not this event. All right.
She's not, but she needs to be.
I mean, we have a lot of staff. We hired a bunch of temp dealers for the next 10 days.
Maybe I'll come over.
All right. So David raises to 1,800 with pocket sevens. Daniel on the button with King Jack makes the call. Mr. Lynch, I think he's going to defend that button or that big blind with ace deuce
Mr.
suited.
Lynch.
And best friend, what do you do? Like traveling dealer,
No,
just best friend,
I'm just her best friend.
working the some lumber or
she
some
plays
working the sawmill.
No.
No, I don't do that. I've been there.
I've heard about it. So we've got a 6 king deuce on the flip. This is how Mr. Lowry runs. This is how he gets all these rings and stuff like that. He runs good in life. So David makes it 2,200. Daniel calls with best pair. Mr. Lynch, you got bottom pair. Are you going to pull some shenanigans?
Yeah.
It's not going to work at this table, my friend. He
Mr.
makes it
Shenanigans.
7,800. Actions on David. I don't love David's spot anymore. Not with Daniel calling, not with Mr. Lynch calling. We got Bobby Beck. Excuse me, Bobby's his brother. We've got Brian Beck in the box. That's a lot of B's to say. Now what is Daniel going to do? Top pair, good kicker. Makes the call. No, he doesn't call. He raises. He says,
Wow,
you want to see
surprising.
shenanigans? I'll show you shenanigans.
Shocker.
So he goes from 78 to 13,000. Said, let's play, Mr. Lynch. And just stares him down. Oh,
Mr.
oh,
Lynch.
he's letting the pride get in the way there.
Come on.
Master or Mister?
Master Lynch.
Is it Master Lynch? I don't know the guy.
Yeah, he's from Dallas.
He's a Dallas guy? Okay.
Maybe Houston? No.
Oh,
I think
well,
he's Dallas.
Oh, poor Daniel.
He's just 2 pair. That's all.
That's all he's got.
In case he thought he was out kicked, he's got 2 pair now.
Check, check. Come on, Mr. Lynch.
So what does let's get some chips in the pot. There's 34,500 in the pot. He's gonna bet 2,500. It looks like 6,000. I don't know these chip colors. Dang it. So 6,000. The blues must be 5,000.
Oh, they're 500. It's a 5K and 2 500.
A 5K and 2 500s. Got it. That makes more sense. I thought it was a 500 and 2 1Ks. This is the new chip set we just got, and I don't know what the colors are yet. Master Lynch.
Thinking.
Are you going to hero call with bottom pair? Oh, what a...
Get out.
Daniel, this is how you run? With your reputation, people are calling you with, I paired my deuce.
Yeah, see, this is why I can't commentate.
I paired my deuce. I'm calling
I'm good.
Daniel Lowry. I don't care about your 17 rings.
20.
Is it 20 now?
He won his 20th in Tulsa.
See, I was thinking about last month when it was only, I forgot he got number 20.
Funny story. He has 20 rings. Between the three of us, between Krista, Daniel, and myself, you know how many rings we have?
How many?
20. Total.
It's a
All right.
team. It's a
So,
team effort.
if I can join Team Lowry and add my rings
Yeah?
to your rings and Daniel's rings, that would go all the way up to 20.
Nice. See?
See, it's a
You
it's
get
team
it.
effort. When everybody pitches in
yeah,
and they
it's
do everything together,
a-
it just works together as a team.
It's, what is that called? Something about the dream team.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's
Yes.
the phrase. Yeah, we are a team here. All together, we've got 20. We're averaging like 7 apiece.
Exactly.
All right.
Hey, come
We'll see ya. Hey, pull us up. Palace Poker TX on all the socials. Jump in the chat. Say hi. GP in the chat says he's having FOMO and he will visit next year when RunGood comes back. Queen 10 versus Queen 10. In a situation like that, the most aggressive player will win the pot. And salmon, which is not salmon. I never said salmon. I said salman, and they told me it was salmon.
Salmon.
And So in the chat, tell me if you can hear us or if we need to speak up or adjust our microphones. But this is going to be a great stream. We're here for 4 hours. We're going to keep these players in here, and we're going to, as the tournament breaks down, we're going to balance and add players. Registration is still open through the next break in, 2 hours after this one started. Master Lynch on the button. Let's go of ace-5. He does not want to call Caleb's raise. I like the 6-7 suited. 7 deuce is not going to defend, and Caleb is going to pick up the pot. Lego says it sounds good. Perfect. Thank you. Lego is my chat pro who tells me everything I do wrong.
Everyone needs one of those.
Have you ever been in a commentary booth before on a feature table?
No.
First time? Or?
I've been on a feature table,
Where
but I've
at?
never been.
That was my next question. Do you play or do you just...
In Durant, you were there.
It was mine?
And Daniel was on the table.
All right.
I got moved over there.
All right. I don't remember. That was
That's okay.
22.
It's okay.
I've streamed
I'm
a
not
couple of times
offended.
since then.
I don't play much.
And that was that the final table or was that the feature table?
It was a feature table.
I did the feature table WSOP in July of 2022.
Maybe it was that one.
And Krista was in the commentary with me
That's
for
right.
a lot of
She
that.
was. That was that.
That was
you got it.
did she
Yep.
commentate on yours?
No.
Okay. So Salman raises to 1,500. Daniel calls with ace deuce under the gun +2. Master Lynch goes all in 12,500 with ace 9 in the cutoff. Sal lets it go. Now Daniel doesn't want anything to do with it. Not with the raggedy ace. And good position bet from Master Lynch to pick up that 4,500 in dead money out there. In the chat, tell us where you're from. Who is the furthest away? I'm going to guess Florida with Poker Ski would be my guess as the furthest viewer away. But maybe somebody's somewhere further away. Bunch of diamonds out there.
No one wants to play.
Nobody wants to play right now. It ebbs and flows. One hand you'll get a bunch of nothing burger and it folds around and the big blind gets a walk. Another time you get aces and kings and
Michael's going to play.
ace king. Queen 5 in the small blind. I like to come out for a big raise because you're out of position against the big blind, so you really have to make him want it. Demo Kane is in Laredo, Texas, and Lego's upstairs. Table 8, C3.
Local.
Let's see if we can get a table change for Lego and get you on that feature table. Caleb needs a 9. Exactly a 9.
Five's good.
Yeah, not a lot of action after that pre-flop.
Where are you from, GP? You never played with Daniel before? Seems like everyone down here has played with Daniel before.
Well, that's because Daniel plays at a lot of places.
Well, you know, I bet he'll be back next year when you're coming. Since he's a RunGood ambassador.
Mr. Lowry?
He'll be
He
here.
is. He's a Under the gun makes it
Georgia.
1,500. 2.5 big blinds seems to be the standard raise. Okay. Master Lynch calls with King Queen and position. Julian in the hijack. We haven't seen a lot from Julian. He's going to 3-bet it. 5,200. Sal's got a sexy little ace-5 suited. He lets it go. Not to a bet and a 3-bet. Daniel does come along. What's Master going to do now? Limp and then limp? It's 3,700 to call. 13,000 in the pot. He does let it go. Lego likes to remind the chat that he busted Dan in the summer of 2022 while I was streaming. And he did not get a ring. And then Lego went out in 8th place.
Yeah. Lego did not get one either.
So, wow. How good can you run, Daniel? You raise with ace-4. Julian 3-bet you. You call. Not only do you hit 3 4s, he hits his queen. That's not fair.
He's not going to.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, here's what. Now, it says he's got 2 outs. We can see the queen of clubs has been folded. He's got exactly 1 out. That's 2%. Now, last stream, we did see a 2%er hit the 1-outer on the river for kings to crack aces. It's not a queen. We lose Julian. Registration is still open. I like to remind people. He's probably going to go jump back in. Probably won't get this table again, but he'll get an outside table. We've got 90 people, 100 people. We'll see when the clock pops up how many players we have left. But we will need to balance. We're down to 7. 7 and 9 is balanced technically when you're running a tournament within 2, but it's a feature table, so I would pull somebody off of a 9-handed table to give them some TV time.
Yeah.
If I had to. Just going to fold around to Mike in the cutoff with a suited king-queen. He's going to raise it up. 1,600. A little bit bigger than the other players have been doing it. Just a little bit. Daniel defends his big blind with a 5-7 off. And let me guess, he just flops a straight. No, it's all diamonds, though. He does have the only diamond draw with the Jack-9 tray. He actually statistically has a 51% favorite, but it does show his outs at the top because he has so many outs. I don't really continue with 7-5 unless I'm going to be aggressive about it and just bluff my way through, which seems like Daniel is going to. Yeah, that was a very small bet.
Very small.
That's a much better turn for Mike. He's got the king-high straight now. Daniel's not out of it. He can hit any diamond to win with a 5-high flush. You can't be super excited about a 5-high flush. Michael's got 46,000 chips. He's going to bet 2,500. Let's call. How much you want to bet there's a diamond on the river? And it goes check, check.
That'd be really funny.
This is so silly.
No way.
It's not even fair. And now Daniel just blocks into it. He just and Mike's like, what a stupid game. Mike's played a lot of my live streams also under
Oh yeah.
for our cash games, our 5-10 and our 10-25 cash games. Oh, what a stupid game, Mike says. And Daniel just, why not? It's interesting how he's, 20 rings, 4 million in earnings, and just binks the 5 high flush. 146,000 starting stack. Remember, the starting stack is 30,000. He's got 5 starting stacks in level 5. So you can see if you look over the dealer's shoulder, 24 minutes left in this level, so the blinds are going up probably last hand, and they did not convey that to the person running the action tracker. We have some real hands now. Master Lynch with Ace King makes it 2,200, and that's because, they fixed it, 400, 800 now. It still says level 5, but we are at the 400, 800 level. Ace King against Ace Queen, 3 bets it to 6,000. And yeah, I was going to say Master Lynch might think he's just tilting after that last hand, but they have a real hand. Mike is dominated. Master Lynch only had 15,000. He had half a starting stack. This is going to boost him up to above a starting stack if he can avoid that queen. Oh. That's rough. Master has 1 out, and he does not hit it. Mike adds 15K that he lost to Daniel. He gets it back from Master Lynch. He's back to 61,000, and we're going to lose a third player at this feature table here in level 6. Super fun. Super fun. And you can see that PokerAtlas tablet where we have a green box in the 3 seat. That means a new player's coming in.
Okay.
They're going to pause the action for just a second while they get chip counts. It's probably a new player, so it's probably going to be 30,000. Super easy to count. I mean, deal him in and bust him out. Doesn't matter. Deal him in and muck it. If he gets here, great. So the problem is, Action Tracker needs to know his name, needs to know his starting stack. He's just going to skip it. Oh, no, he's here. He says he's here. All right. You're putting a lot of work on my guy. All right, pause the action. I got to get this guy's name. Oh, it's Bart. I love Bart. Bart with his 30,000 starting stack sits down and looks at 5-5 and says, is this real life? Raises it to 2,000. Daniel with 9-4 says, I'm not going to play with you. Bart is a very accomplished player in this area. You know Bart? Yeah, you have to, right?
I know Bart. I do. I've played with Bart.
So we got David defending his big blind with Queen 10 suited. Blinds are 400, 800.
You think Bart busted on purpose to get in?
I
to come
just
to the
hey,
to
yeah,
the
it was
feature
probably
table?
like, hey, if I
He's like, I wanna be
rebuy
on
today,
TV.
he's been on my stream a lot.
Yeah.
Not at this venue because I don't know that he's a big cash player, but he's got 1.1 million. I just looked it up in tournament earnings. But he's played a lot of my tournament streams before. So David now,
Who is this?
She is a crusher. I've known her for probably 4 years.
So you're always here?
I moved here in 22 from Minnesota. And am I always here?
Yeah, are you always here in this room?
No.
Oh, because you
No.
said a lot of your cash streams. I don't know if you did them here.
Yeah. No, we do cash streams here, but I'm usually not in this room. We just had a bunch of staff upgrades, including Lorenzo and the guy in that closet there. I was normally in that closet running his side of it. David calls with a flush draw, sucks out on the river. It goes check, check, and he's going to pick up a 10K pot. So Bart's biggest score was 53,000 back in July of 22 in the 10K main event of the WSOP for 215th place. But besides that, he has a 47,000, a 43,000, a 39,000, first, and second. The first time I met him was August 2022. I was streaming that table, and he got first place for 43,000.
Nice.
All right.
Nice deal.
So Grace has to sit out one hand.
Oh, that's her name, Grace?
Yes.
I have a little dog. Her name is Grace, and she's my best friend in the whole world. And every time I meet a woman named Grace, I think, fantastic name. My best friend's name is Grace.
Besides Krista.
Yeah, but Grace lives with me. Krista doesn't live with me. That's the only reason I'm here, because Krista said they were coming down. It's like, I want to go. I want to go see you. I haven't seen her in a long time.
So David just calls with ace-7 suited in the small blind. I wonder if that's a trappy call or if that's a just pot control call, because if I have ace-7 in the small blind, everybody folds me, I promise I'm raising. But Mike does raise it up to 2,800. Now David has a decision. Like, are you just raising because I limped? Maybe I should have made it 1,500. 1,600. He's going to call the extra 2,000. No, he's going to say, oh, you want to play the raising game. I'm going to raise you. 8,000. They're both pretty deep. 30K starting stack. They both have over 50. Yeah, I thought that limp from David was suspicious with ace-7 in the small blind. So that's exactly what he wanted to do, was have Mike raise him. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. This is bad for David now. He limp back raises with an ace. Now he's slow playing to see how much Mike is definitely going to bet this. Oh, wow. They're both trapping each other. Not all trappers wear fur coats. So David needs a 7 or a tray or a 10. If a 10 hits or a tray hits, they will counterfeit and both use a king as a kicker. He needs a 7 to win. Calls 7,500. 8 does not help David. He thinks it does, though. He thinks his ace is good because he was so tricky by checking that flop. So 31,000 in the pot. He's got 42,000. think it's going to be pretty big. 12-5. Not as big as I would have
Yeah, not
thought
big
he was
enough.
going to bet. It's a tricky spot for Mike. Do you think he just calls, or does he go for some value with
I think
one
he's just
pair?
gonna call. If he
I
doesn't-
just call there.
he doesn't fold.
No, I'm not. No, folding wasn't an option. I'm calling. Oh!
Told you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because when David raised him up, he figured he had a better ace. Ace, queen, ace, king. That was what he was afraid of, was the ace, king.
Oh, wow. Good read, Julie.
Thanks.
107 players in the tournament. We're down to 64. Grace finally gets to play a hand.
Yay, Grace.
Who in the chat thought that folding was an option there with ace jack?
All right, David.
David P on the button. After that one, he doesn't realize how
No, he has no idea
he
how lucky he was.
yes. So Nate in the hijack raises to 2,000. David's going to 3-bet to what, 65? Yep, 6,500. Nate says, just kidding. I like the snap fold, but just kidding. I'm out. I'm out. $90 minutes left for registration. That's when we get a break for 15 minutes. Have you had a chance to try out the food yet here?
I just got here a couple hours ago, but I did. Went to the bar, had a glass of wine, and ordered a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, so good.
It was so good.
Tomato soup?
Yes, they had tomato soup tonight. Tomato
Super
basil soup,
yummy.
and then it was the best grilled cheese I've ever had.
It is. That's when we first opened and people said, what's good? And I said, okay, so everything, number one. David, 3 hands in a row, he gets a monster. If you call ace-7 a monster. But ace-queen now. Bart defends with king-7 suited on the big blind. Checks it over to David, who needs to continuation. Lets Bart
Bart's got it.
catch up. That gives him a gut shot. He needs an ace or a jack. 5,200 in the pot. Bart's going to bet 3,200. David really doesn't have any implied odds either, because if he hits a jack, it's pretty obvious that he got the straight, maybe. So he's not going to get a lot. So he's just calling down with ace high right now. Bart's going to continue for 6,000. Little half pot bet. Is David has nut no pair with
Nothing.
ace queen. He can beat any hand that didn't match that board.
Oh my god.
He is going to hear a
Oh
call
my
with
God.
nut no pair and see the bad news. $23,000 pot, not dollars. 23,000 chip pot. I've been commentating too many cash streams. Going Bart's way. I think that was the first hand Bart played.
Well, he played those fives when he sat out.
Oh, yes. He lost with the fives and he got it back.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a 50% VPIP in 4 hands.
David's going to play that again.
Yeah, David's VPIP is going to be pretty high. The last 5 hands he's played. He's got Sal
Okay.
dominated in suits. Does not want to see a flush. Sal doesn't. He wants to see the king, and there it
we
is.
go.
Can check it over to David. Nine on the turn doesn't change anything. And David has 1 out. He needs that ace. Sal's wondering if top pair no kicker is any good against this guy.
Yep, he's only got 13K. He's got to call. Or he's got to put it in there, right?
I would put it in. He's going to call. You got to remember the registration is still open. Check on the river. And Sal's going to pick up a nice pot. Little stumble for David.
What's this talking about? Points.
So there's a little game we play in the chat where you get points for interacting with the chat. So every 5 minutes that you chat or comment, you get a point. Now, when you get those points, you can gamble with them, and it will randomly roll the dice. And if it's below 50, you lose however many points you gamble with. If it's above 50, you win that many points. So Lego just lost
Gamble
69 points.
I see. Gotcha. So how many points do they get?
You
for
get 1 point
participating?
for every 5 minutes. So if you're on if you're commenting every 5 minutes, there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You get 12 points in an hour if you're sitting here chatting with me. So on a 4-hour stream, you could get like 48 points if you're chatting the whole time back and forth. Ace King against Ace King, all in.
Ooh.
David has the heart draw and the club draw. Sal only has the spade draw. This is going to be a
Salmon J.
chopped like 99% of the time. 10-7 deuce on the flop. Chop it up. Yeah, production's telling him wait just a second while they type something in. And we are going to have a 5 of spades on the turn, which is totally irrelevant. They're chopping this. They're going to split the 5600s in the pot. in the blinds and antes.
So what can you do with your points?
So you can't do anything with it.
What?
No, I'm trying to
You
think
can't
of
get
something.
merch?
I was gonna say, way to steal the punchline. I was gonna say, I want to make it so, because you can gamble and get more points, right? So you can earn your points. Let's say you chat with me for a 4-hour stream and you have 50 points, right? And you gamble with them, and then you get 100 points, whatever. So if I make that like, let's say a point is worth, I don't know, 10 cents. So 10 points is $1, something like that. And then you can use those points to buy time, to buy merchandise, to buy a hat, to buy whatever. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
Something like that, just to encourage you to play. You can also duel, like if you could duel, you say duel Lego 100, and then the computer, instead of playing against the computer, you're playing against another player, and says, "Oh, we rolled this and Lego won," and then it will subtract from me and give it to him. So it's just fun stuff. And Mike's gonna pick up a little pot with ace high.
Yeah, Lego said it's your chat pro status.
Yeah, he's flexing. It's like having a Rolex in the chat pro. So if he wants to know how many points he has, he'll do exclamation point points, and it'll tell him how many points he has. So for instance,
Oh, here we're dueling.
ooh, dueling. So I'm gonna go into YouTube, and I have to accept, and it says Poker Eric. You can accept. So I'm gonna say accept. Bink. And now they're going to do their random number generator and see who wins.
Okay.
Daniel with the 6-7, he hasn't played a hand in a minute, so he's going to raise it on the button and pick up both blinds and antes. So I said accept, and nothing happened. We are working out some bugs in our chat pro also. Lego said points, and it shows Lego how many points he has. Tony has 9 points. That means he's chatted with us for about 45 divided by 9. Or no, 9 times 5, whatever it is, 45 minutes. 5 minutes per point, 9 times 5 is 45 minutes. Don't think duel is working. I don't either. There's all sorts of games you can play. You can do slots, you can do gambling.
Oh, cool.
You could do, apparently you can't do duel. Ooh, but Lego got a gift. I don't know what that means.
All right,
Daniel now, in the cutoff with pocket eights, calls 2,000 that Mike raised from under the gun with ace-5 suited. It's just something fun you can do while you're sitting here watching this. And Mike totally whiffs that flop, checks it over to Daniel. Daniel can't hate it. 6K in the pot. He makes it 2,500 and a quick fold.
No thanks, says Michael.
150K in Daniel's stack. Second place at this table is the 9 seat, David, with 61K. And Mike in the 1 seat with 46K.
David. He's the A7 guy.
David is the ace-7 guy against Mike, who is the ace-jack guy.
Yeah.
Those numbers could be flip-flopped.
Lucky Dave.
So Tony says W commentator. I think that was probably supposed to be saying who's commentating. This is Eric Anderson, the live stream producer from Palace Poker, and I'm sitting here with Julie,
That's me.
and I don't know how to introduce you. I'm here with Dan Lowry's wife's best friend,
That's it.
Krista.
Chris's best friend.
So, I'm old and I don't know your cool stuff. Apparently, W commentator is like a compliment. So, I mean, it's like short for way to go, or you're winning, or W.
Uh-oh.
So, I appreciate that, Tony. And Nate just steals one with King High from Daniel. He's got position. He used it. What else you can do with your exclamation point with your chat bot is I can say address, right? And it'll pop up the address. Or I could say details,
Oh, wow.
and it'll pop up the details. And these are all pre-programmed commands that we type in before each event. Or I could type in payouts, which is really relevant on day 2 or on a single flight tournament. But now it just says 12.5% advance. David on the button. It's only 800 to call. 2200, and neither one of the blinds can defend, and he picks it up. Have you played in Texas a lot?
No.
Ever?
No, I've played.
Or just a little bit?
It's funny. I used to live in Round Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no
poker?
no poker when I lived in Round Rock. And I moved, play in Oklahoma, and then suddenly Texas is the place to play poker. At least
Yes.
between the two.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
So Mike on the button with ace 5 makes it 2100 to go. About 2.5 blinds. Caleb with Jack 10 suited 3 bets it from the small blind to 5500. Bart folds, and then we're back to Mike. It's funny calling him Mike because on the cash stream his name is Pothead. So,
Well, it just looks like his name is Michael on here.
yeah, Mike L. He makes a call with oh no, he comes in for a 4-bet. He says, "Let's play." You don't see a lot of 4-bet bluffs. I like it. Level 6, and he 4-bet bluffs to 12K, and Caleb makes the call. Ooh. Caleb flops an open-ender. Mike still has the best hand with ace high. Equity is 50-50. Flip a coin. Caleb needs an ace, a jack, a 10, a 9. You can see a lot of those cards have been folded. Checks over to Mike, who bets 4K. This is such a weird flop. What could Mike 4-bet with? Kings and queens are in the range.
Too, right?
He could hit an ace. He could hit a jack. He could hit a 10. He could hit a 9.
But they're all folded.
Yeah, but
All
up
but
at the
the
top.
one.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow, way to check jam.
I don't know.
That was shenanigans. This comes with those guys knowing each other
Yeah,
off stream.
there's knowing each other, and then there's the way it feels when you're sitting down there too.
That's true.
Because, you know, you can hear the heavy sighs, and you can hear the
And you can say,
grumbles, and you can
if this doesn't work, I might get there.
yeah, you can hear what they're.
Plan A is he
You
folds.
can feel the vibe.
Yeah.
You
Plan
can't.
B is I get there. Scary though. Kudos to Caleb.
Mhm. Oh boy, Daniel's got a hand.
25 to go. Blinds are up. We are at 501,000 now.
Michael. He called. Michael called. Bart's out. What's Sal gonna do? Sal's out. Oh, Mike 3-bet Daniel with the ace jack. 7-8's a great hand for him though.
Yeah.
That's his
70
comfort
suited.
zone.
Yeah, I was going to say that's his wheelhouse. Not anymore. Sometimes you can't win them all.
Oh no.
Daniel's going to he's going to find a way to win them all. He's going to force his way through this. 5,500 to go. What do you think, Mike? He was hoping to look down and see the ace of spades, but instead he saw the jack of spades and went, well, it's a gut shot against a chip leader. I can go broke right now. He lets it go. How did I know Daniel was going to find a way to win this with 8 high? Raise, call, bet the flop, donk lead, and just pick up the pot. Attaboy. We are in level 7, 501,000 with a 1,000 big blind ante. Registration open for another hour. If you are within an hour of Grand Prairie, Texas, head on down, jump into this Flight 1B.
This is a nice place though.
This is beautiful.
The food's great. The bar was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a nice place.
The best card room I've worked at. Nicest by a wide margin.
I believe it. Bart's in. King 9.
He's got position. He's got suited cards. He's going to make it
Might
22
be all
to go.
alone. He might just be playing with himself tonight.
It's possible. The 3-5 off from the big
Oh,
blind.
here we go.
Daniel, he can't. He's getting a bargain. He's already paid the
Well,
ante.
he won the last
He's
hand,
in
so
the
you
big
got to
blind.
keep going.
There we go. He's got a gut shot now.
He's got
Bart has top pair with a great kicker. Daniel needs a 3 or a 5. We can see both of the threes. 2 out of the 3 threes have been folded. So he's down to 3 outs. Makes a 4,000 call. We're drawing dead now, Daniel. We can give it up.
Bart check.
He
It's like, why is Daniel in this hand? Why is he still here?
Yeah. Jim Coyle says, another great feature table. Thank you, Jim. You know Jim and Dory Coyle? They're
Maybe if
ambassadors.
I saw them.
Most likely if you saw them. They're does Daniel hero call with I paired my 5?
Nope, not
No,
even.
he doesn't. Daniel, Bart, Grace, Dory will be there in 10 minutes. Daniel, Bart, Grace, and Dory will be there in 10 minutes. So Dan's here, Bart's here, and Grace is here. Dory will be here in 10 minutes?
Is she going to take that empty chair?
Possibly. Interesting.
Predictions, prophecies.
As it says in the scrolls. David. Early position folds king 10. They wouldn't expect that.
No,
Mike's
not
gonna
from
make it.
David.
No, not from David. Mike raised it to 2,000 with king 6 suited. Sal.
Bart's gonna play his Jack 10.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Let's go.
Sal jumps to the top of that range with top pair. On the button, it checks to him. There's 9,500 in the pot. I would expect like a 4K bet. 3,500. I like it.
You were close.
Bart's not going to call with a gut shot, and Sal picks up the pot.
So who do you like to see come to the table? When you
I
see
like to
certain
see-
players come and you're like, oh yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love
Who you
action
like?
players. I like the players that make me, like Daniel, who's just finds a way to win the pot. Mike's an aggressive player. He's got a 40% VPIP and a 30% pre-flop raising. Those are good odds. Caleb, 3 bets. Wow, we got a hand going on. We got
Yeah.
King Queen. We got Caleb with pocket eights. 3 bets it to 5K. Bart just limps.
Good call.
I think Bart with his ace king is going to slow play, hoping that Mike comes back in 4 bets. Because we've seen a lot of 4 bets between Mike and Caleb. And so Bart's going to try to get in the sandwich. Just a call. 17-5 in the pot. 4-5 jack. Not a bad flop for pocket eights. He does check it. I would like a bet there. You took the lead pre-flop. Oh.
Uh-oh.
So lucky for Bart, Caleb checked that flop. Now Mike thinks he has the best hand, and he's in really bad shape. He's got a 7% chance of hitting a queen.
Check, check.
Bart's got to get some money in there now. There's 17-5. Let's go 10K. Is that too much?
Yeah, it's too much.
He's going juicy. He's going 12. Making it look a little chunky. Yep. Caleb's like, yeah, pat myself on the back. I got away from this one. We got the KQ against the AK. Mike needs exactly a queen.
Watch an 8 come on the river.
Oh, that would
Caleb
be.
will be sick.
That would have been funny.
There's a
Ace on the river. Unneeded for Bart, but he gets there anyway. Mike's eliminated. Bart with a nice double up. Now that we have another empty seat, they're going to bring us somebody. Bet you it's Dory.
Dory.
Bet you it's Dory. Because, yeah, she's probably the big blind on the outer table, and they're going to bring her over here. Yep, Caleb had pocket eights. He raised it to 5K and didn't put another dime in the pot. He was like, "Oh, you're both serious? Never mind, I'm out." Well played, Caleb.
Yeah.
Auntie Julie.
Oh, it's Gussie. Hi, Gus. That's me.
We got the King 8 and the King 8. We have a dealer named Kate, and her hand is King 8.
Of course it
K8
is. Kate.
for obvious reasons.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Ten-year-olds like their emojis. Ooh.
All in.
They're discussing some pre-stream shenanigans. How are you doing, Gus? Are you enjoying the stream? Did you get your math homework done?
Did the game finish downloading yet?
Oh, is he downloading a game?
Yeah, I brought my. I got a Switch 2 for Christmas, so I brought it, and he was downloading Among Us so we could play together. It was taking forever.
We're on the hotel Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's not a good place to be. Come across the street, Gus. We got Gigazone.
Wow.
Daniel raises and takes it from the hijack. People just don't want to go up against Daniel for some reason. That 147,000 chip stack, they don't want to see. What do you think about Dad in here playing the pokers, Gus? You like watching him play on stream? Seven-five suited in the cutoff for Grace. She's gonna let it go. David with the 5-8 suit. I love the 5-8 suit
I
on the
would've
button.
played
Let's
that.
go. What are you
I
guys
totally
doing?
Played it at 5-7.
I'm definitely raising 5-8, 1K. I'm making 2,500 to go. No, they just get a walk, and Bart looks down at King Queen, and nobody wants to play with him. He's gonna pick up the small blind. It's on to the next one. See there, Streamlabs just rolled an 80, which is above 50. That means Lego won.
Attaboy, Lego.
Good job. See, he's at a 1,855 points. So if we move the decimal
of
point, he would
points.
have like, if it was a penny a point, he'd have $18. So that might be what we have to do, because I really don't want to give him $185 at this point. So we have to figure out what the math, what the ratio, what it equals out to be. But a penny a point sounds good. You know,
Yeah.
so he's got $18. You could buy a T-shirt with that, or maybe a couple hours in time or something.
Sal.
Gus says he's going to lose Dad's life savings. It's going to be a while. Caleb calls with King 9 on a 4-8 Queen flop. He has a plan for this hand,
Oh.
and
is
it
that the
was
plan?
turn a king. That was his plan.
There's a lot of clubs.
Yeah, this is... Sal has a gut shot straight flush draw. all in and a call.
Oh boy.
Dory in the one.
Dory's here.
And Sal needs a jack or a club or an ace. Dory got fourth last night in the $250 bounty card. Queen eliminates Sal. So, seat open. We're going to add Dory to the table. Caleb's going to double up to 80,000 chips. I wonder how much Dory has. Does she have a starting stack of 30K, it looks like? So she was playing on the outer table, busted out, bought back in, and got seated at the feature table. We did have 2 empty seats, so it was necessary. We need to play her. Yes. Dory has a 30K starting stack.
And she goes, yeah, you know, I would have done it, but Dan's in there. And I'm like, yeah, who could commentate on Dan's part?
We're doing it.
can.
We're doing it.
We can pick it apart in here.
Grace raises to $2,000. Not dollars, dang it. I got to break my habit. 2,000. 2,000 with ace 5. Early position plus
Gus, why'd you
1.
take the message away?
How did he do that?
I don't know. He knows things.
I wonder if Krista did that. Because whenever I delete something, it says message deleted.
He just
Interesting.
changed his mind.
Ooh. Oh, weird. So, for some reason, Grace picks this hand to raise. David calls with pocket nines. Caleb comes in, and then Daniel looks down at pocket jacks and 3-bets it to 9,000. David slow played this for this to happen, but now he doesn't know what he wants to do.
Didn't know what to do.
Do you call 7,000 and hope a 9 flops?
He'll
You don't.
call it.
You don't. Yeah, but you have to have a plan.
Do you?
I mean,
Do
it
they
helps.
know this?
It
Does
helps.
David know you have to have a plan?
You have to have a plan. What do you do when the flop comes out without a 9 in it? If it's all low, wow. I don't know how he has 5% unless it means heart, heart, and now we're chopping. That's the only way he can win this. Daniel with top set.
I guess he could get a straight.
David says
He's like,
he
"Never
could have got a
mind.
straight. He could have
Never
got
mind."
7, 10, or 10 queen to get a straight. You're right. La in the chat.
Hi,
Duma.
La.
I'm here with Julie.
Are you here?
She was here the other day. I did not see her today, but I've been in this room for the last 6
I haven't
hours.
seen La in so long.
Love
I
La.
haven't been out of my house in so long. I would love to see her.
Duma extends his lead 160,000 chips. It's hard to make any headway with 160,000 chips.
Did you want that 2-2 no limit BRG for 2-2?
It is definitely random. STP. When you buy in, or can you get pulled from the floor? Yes, either way, it's all random. I cherry pick what table I want.
BTM.
After
Did you want
that,
2-2
it's random.
BTM for 2-2?
And now I have to yell upstairs and tell them to turn off.
La will be here later, she
And which one do
says.
you want, sir?
Yay, La. I'm playing tomorrow.
Trey deuce Trey. Pocket 6 is the best hand. That's a good flop for pocket 6s.
Great flop.
Dory with 2 overcards is not a believer.
And she called, yeah.
They're all live except for the ace of spades. 5 adds a Straight draw for Caleb, which he doesn't need. He goes all in, and Dory makes a quick fold.
Yeah. Well, comps.
Law says, good luck, Bart. Dory, of course, Duma. My brother with 5 A's.
I actually, I've never seen it. Jim told me about it, and he said the
Hey,
he was watching was a guy.
do you like sushi?
You got sushi?
I got sushi.
Wow.
The sushi is on sale today for $8. It's half price. Order a Reverie. And my guy Lorenzo is a vegan, so he doesn't get any. But if you want some,
Thank you.
I will share.
Thank you. Thank
Caleb has 2 aces and Dory has 2 nines. This might be
you. Oh boy.
round 2. She makes it 3,000. He's gonna make it 27,000. I need to get these chip colors figured out.
Daniel
I'm
got
like-
fives, and here he is.
Oh, all right. Side bet. There's a 5 on the flop. Or even better, ace 2 4 and a 3 comes on the turn.
Grace said no thanks to her king jack.
Yeah. So
Dory
this
shoved it.
might save Daniel.
Yeah. Caleb's just gonna call.
Yeah,
he wants
just
Daniel
call
in there.
and let Daniel come in, or better yet, let
he wants
Daniel
Daniel
raise.
to go. Yeah, that's exactly what he wants.
And Daniel's like, "Oh man, I got a million chippies." All right, ready? 5 on the flop.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, shocker!
Not yet. Well,
Didn't happen.
so we were talking about this in flight 1A, when somebody's all in tournament strategy, check it down, eliminated player, but not in level 7, right? We do that at the final table or when we're deep in the money. But level 7, go ahead and build a side pot.
Dory is done.
10 for fun.
She needs a 9 or running diamonds. There's 1 9 left.
Oh, she got up.
Diamond. One more. One more.
Great going, Dory.
Oh, I thought she was going to get there. Well, thank you, Dory. That was fun. A fun 2 hands. Yeah, Caleb saying I was hoping you had a pair and I wanted you to call. Worked out well. Now Grace finally has a hand. Pocket jacks in the small blind against one player who has nothing, so she's just going to pick up the 2,000 that's in the dead money. Ooh. Or she's going to play it tricky and let David bluff her off of this. No, he doesn't. Now David flops an open-ender. There's 3,000 in the pot. She bets half the pot, 1,500. David calls with his open-ended. Needs a deuce or a 7. He's got 6 live outs. 7. Oh, Grace.
Poor Grace.
David is literally licking his lips. He's like, yes. I call. Oh, wait, you weren't all in. Sorry. Yeah, Grace bet 4,000. He thought she was all in, so he flipped up his cards.
What happens here?
Live cards. So David can do. He put out his stack. I thought he called, but if he raised, Grace can. Actually, not Grace. They're probably going to call the floor. Unfortunately, Daniel is not the floor.
Yes, put up the turn, bets 4,000, doesn't realize she's not all in, there's call, and then. Okay, so.
Mike Murphy.
Continue forward, it's a valid call, she's got a pretty good read on him, we're gonna move to the next week.
She's got a pretty good read on him. We're going to the next street. Well, Grace, you can fold. So Murph is going to give him a warning. That can be a penalty. Up to a round I've seen given out for that in later stages when it matters. Level 7, you know it's an accident. He wasn't trying to angle. He gave him a warning. Be careful. Don't show your hands.
Do you ever get warnings when you play?
So many.
Really?
Yes.
Do you ever get penalties?
I don't think so, actually.
Really?
No.
You don't
because
heed.
I get a lot of warnings, and it's
You
more like
heed the warnings.
Yeah, you can't do that. No.
His name's Pongo, H-A-N-D-L-O. He is his last name. 47,500, and he's got 47,500.
The last big tournament I played, the person check, I bet the flop, he calls, he checks the turn, I go all in, and he's thinking about it, and I said, what do you have? I'll tell you your outs. And so he shows me his cards, and I was like, dealer calls the floor comes over, gives him a penalty. I felt bad. And he pulls me off the table and says, Eric, you specifically, being who you are, can't do that. I was like, I didn't think he was going to show me. I was kidding. I'm like, hey, what do you got? I'll tell you your outs. And he shows me his cards. I'm like, oh,
That's
you're drawing
funny.
dead. So I didn't tell him that. I was like, oh, I'm going to shut up now before everybody gets in trouble. We got Wade in the 1 seat.
Wade W.
Wade played yesterday in the employee event. Made it to the final table, so I got to stream him yesterday.
Oh. What does he do?
He's in the over at the fort, over in Fort Worth, the club. He works over there. I don't know. I met him yesterday for the first time. I actually was in the 9 seat. He was in the 8 seat, so I was on his left all day until I busted, and then he went on to the final table. I busted in like 14th place. He did really well. I think he got 4th place yesterday,
Nice.
but I'm not positive. I know he was chip leader for a long time, and then poker happened. Very solid player. Very good. I think he just won something last week or last month. They were talking about he won some event, whether it was at the Choctaw or if it was at TCH's Trailblazer or something. He just won something. I think it might have been the Torse event. It was in RunGood. That's why we were talking about it. He won the Torse. He won the RunGood Torse event last month. Was that in Tulsa? Because he asked if I was going to stream the Taurus, and I said, hell no.
Oh, Dory Cole says Wade is an owner of the fort.
Oh, he owns the fort. Okay, great. I didn't know that. I knew he was at the fort,
Main guy, she said.
but I didn't know that. Seems like a great guy. And Law says it was in Grayton that he won.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
That
know Wade. He
explains the
seems like a
hat.
really good guy. Caleb turns us straight while we're talking about,
Wade.
Wade. Way to go, Wade. Way to, ruin our commentary.
It's all about Wade.
It was all about Wade for a lot yesterday. I'm really glad I was on his left because he kept me out of a lot of pots. He was nice and he'd raise.
So should he play in the employees event if he's the owner?
So it's an industry event.
Industry, okay.
And,
all right. Well, he's definitely in the industry.
He's in the industry. Like, for instance, we would have let Dan play because he's an ambassador. So that would have been in the industry.
Krista could have played because she's a dealer and a commentator.
She definitely could have played. Grace, who's been quiet until those pocket jacks. Now she hits ace
Yeah.
jack. She's kicking herself for not raising when she was in the small blind and losing a bunch of chips, but she's going to pick up the blinds and he's now. Daniel's not going to call. She has a really low VPIP. Handro P. Handro P. I do not know this guy at all.
Oy.
But he's going to make
Call?
a very loose call.
Oh, my.
I think. Yeah, La, you should have been here for that industry event. It was fun. Without knowing anything about Handro P, except for he has a 30K starting stack, he probably was just here to gamble it up. And he's like, let's go, Queen 10, that's a pretty hand. Let's see if I can do something
It is
with
a
it.
pretty hand. I like seeing it.
Got him. That's why we do it.
Wow.
Grace eliminated.
Bye, Grace.
One misstep
I
today, and that
hate
was
it.
not raising pre-flop with Jack-Jack. Other than that, she didn't have anything to work with. Got doll in with the best hand and got somebody to call with Queen 10.
Yep.
And sometimes the poker happens. Level 8, we're going to 6, 12, and 12. 57 people left out of 121. Registration is still open for this Flight 1B of the RunGood Poker News PowerStack opening event. 12.5% rounded down will advance. I don't have any silverware, but if you don't mind using your fingers, you can have some of this sushi.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to eat it all.
I had the grilled cheese.
The grilled cheese is
The
fabulous.
delicious grilled cheese
That'll
with
fill
the
you up
truffle
also.
oil and the Gruyere
So
and the
numbing.
brie and the white cheddar, the ham on the sourdough bread. It was so good.
We have some real hands here. Ace, Queen, King 10. Nate raises it to 2,400 with Queen 9. So Queen 10, yes. King 10, no. Interesting.
Was it suited? 'Cause
It was not
the
suited.
Queen
He had
10 was
2
suited.
flush draws. Wait, interesting. So Daniel's closing the action in the big blind. He's got a little bit of a discount. He calls it 1,200. Now there's a almost 12,000 pot. 11.4 in the pot. Ace Queen just happens to be the best hand right now. I think anybody who's aggressive is going to pick it up. It's going to check around. To Caleb on the button, who decides if nobody wants it, I'm going to take it. Bet 6,500. Daniel doesn't believe him and thinks he can steal it. 15,000 to go, and it works. What a read. With the old check raise. And we have a new player to take Grace's spot with a starting stack, 30,000. Telling a bad beat on why he had to re-enter now.
So who is that? Mike S.
Mike S. I do not know Mike S. Handro makes it 3,000. Folds around to Caleb in the cutoff, who just calls with Ace King. Interesting. Daniel calls from the small blind. Now Nate's got Ace Queen in the big blind. He literally scratching his head. What do I do here? Literally. Let's just get it all in. Eights can fold. Ace King is going to call, and King 10 is going to fold. That's my prediction. Or conversely, Eights will go all in. Ace King will go all in. Oh, wow. Okay. Caleb didn't want to race with Ace King. Good fold because one of his aces was dead and one of his kings was dead.
Yeah, not two people. Maybe one person.
Bink.
Uh-oh.
Ace on the flop. Handro needs an 8. There's one left. Doesn't get it. Caleb would have taken all of those chips with his Ace King.
Yep.
Wasn't feeling it. STP in the chat says, best damn poker food drink menu at Palace Poker, and it ain't close. You must be talking about the cheese, grilled cheese.
I don't know. It was hard to choose.
It is hard to choose.
It all looks really good.
When we first opened, and somebody asked what to eat, I said, you know, it feels kind of silly because we've got the sea bass, and we've got the steaks, and we've got the picanha, and we've got the wagyu. But have you tried the grilled cheese sandwich? You really need to try the grilled cheese sandwich with tomato basil soup. It is so yummy. So Mike, starting stack 30,000, doesn't know how any of these players play, makes it 5,000 to go under the gun with pocket twos, deuces. Gonna fold around, and he's like, is that a call? Is that a raise? What's going on here? Well, I'm gonna call. I'm already halfway there.
Alejandro.
I'm in for 12. Might as well call 38. Trey, Jack, Jack. Now with pocket deuces, you do not like any flop that does not have a deuce in it, but he's going to
Mike
continue
does.
for 5K
Mike loves it.
and pick it up. Let's go.
Alejandro. Do you think that's like Alejandro, but it's Handro?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either.
Is that a common name?
Alejandro?
Alejandro?
I think so.
I don't know.
Common?
I'm from Minnesota. We don't have Alejandros up in Minnesota.
Well, thank God you're here.
I got here as quick as I could.
Gussie said hi, Lala. It's me, Gussie.
I like how he refers to himself as Gussie. I remember 10 years ago, 2016, Krista being pregnant. That's funny. Way back in the good old days. We were talking about that.
Remember that? I hadn't known her very long. I met her not too long before that, maybe a year before. But I remember that. I remember baby Gussie.
A nothing burger, 8-8 jack on an ace king, king queen, ace 10, queen 6. It's going to check around. Another jack. Aces are going to chop it if nobody gets aggressive here. I think Daniel bets, David calls, and the other two fold.
You think David will call?
It's 3,700 to call. You're chopping it.
He called.
David needs a 10. Daniel needs a king. Otherwise, they're chopping it. Who would
Wow.
have guessed it?
Who would have thought?
So it does bring in the backdoor flush draw. 4,700 into just under a 2K pot. And David's wondering, are you just trying to buy this? Are we chopping it with our ace? Was I ahead and you just caught up? Yeah, let it go. Good fold, David. Good catch, Daniel.
So how often do you do this? It's like everyday thing?
Yeah. So typically, so this is the first time we've had a multi-flight event here. But we stream the final table of our 50K guaranteed $250 buy-in the first Saturday of the month. So we stream that, and then we stream the $320 buy-in 20K guarantee Big O tournament this first Sunday of the month. And then we stream a lot of cash games. We were here in February. We streamed a really big cash game with Stacks. I don't know if you've familiar with them out of Vegas. They brought in a bunch of people, and Jungle Man was here, and Wolfgang was here, and Rampage was here. We had $500,000 on the table, and it was a really fun stream.
Bet.
Super fun stream. But mainly it's cash games. We are starting to do more and more tournaments. The next 10 days is all going to be RunGood. Most of the final tables, I'm not doing Taurus. I'm not doing the Big O because that's on Sunday when we're running the final table for this event. Unless we happen to be done with the final table for this event and the Big O tournament is, the final table goes on at like 11 o'clock or something, then I might do that. But, yeah, we're going to be streaming the flight, day one flights of the multi-flight tournaments. 13K in the pot. Daniel's got ace high. David's got second pair. David is a little salty that Daniel just beat him out of that last pot, so I think he's going to get sticky. And Daniel needs an ace on the river. So this is going to go check, check. Yep. Daniel has showdown value with that ace. He's going to let it go.
What's Taurus?
Kind of like horse, but nobody likes hold'em, so they trade it with triple draw.
Oh.
Nobody likes limit hold'em.
Nobody likes it.
So they're like, I want to play horse, but I don't want to play hold'em. Let's play triple draw instead, and we'll call it Taurus.
Okay, Taurus.
Daniel raises to 2,700 with a king tray suited. Nate picks a bad time to 3-bet 7,500, and Handro, who is not afraid of getting it in with Queen 10, looks down at 10-10. I expect him to put it all in. Yep. Doesn't look like anybody can do anything.
No one wants to play with him.
Yeah, folds around. It's 22,000 more to call, and Nate's going, never mind. That's too much. I was just want to play against this super aggressive guy on my left. Or, excuse me, on my right.
He's calling.
He's calling? Oh, my. Nate. Nate, brother, what are you doing?
He's all up in there.
So if he's hoping he's up against like ace king and he's got a 60-40 chance, he is mistaken. He is way behind. Needs a whole bunch of cards to make a flush or a straight. Queen
Needs a jack.
10, he needs a jack. 3 outs, 1 time. Didn't do it.
Not there.
Man, don't scare me like that, man. I'm watching it, but
Next time Nate's on the live stream, I'm going to ask what his thought process was behind that hand.
He might
3-bet
not
call
even
off.
remember.
Sometimes people have a favorite hand that they're just willing to go broke with.
Yeah, yeah,
That might be his favorite hand.
might be. Might be.
I mean, I
I
don't
sat there and
hate
thought
8-9
about it.
suited, but I hate it for half my stack.
All in,
level
yeah. Calling all
7.
in with that.
Yeah, and calling off with it. I mean, it's different if he like 3-bet jams it as a bluff, but to call off with it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check the charts, but I think that's negative EV. I just saw Caleb's sweatshirt. It says, "Take chances."
Maybe that's what Nate was
Take
reading.
chances.
He
Yeah,
was like,
he's
it's
just
a sign.
subliminally across
Try
the
to
table, he
cross-reference.
saw the hoodie that says "Take chances," and he went, "Let's go."
Like, I'm gonna do it.
Much better flop for the suited spades that Nate had last hand. So Wade's got 2 pair on the flop. Caleb has no part of this. Shows the ace of clubs and folds. At least it didn't land on my lap that time.
That time.
Oh man. It's usually when I'm
Eating
eating.
disorder.
I eat French fries and I'll like grab a handful of French fries, dump them in the ketchup, and then as I go to put it in my mouth, like one falls off and just hits my white shirt. I'm like,
Yeah.
my wife gets so crabby with me. STP says it's easy what he's thinking. He's ready to fire that second bullet. He's trying to build a stack. You are absolutely correct. STP in the chat. He's got about less than an hour left to build a stack or buy in again, and he was willing to do it.
Is this the last flight today?
Yes. Yes.
Are they doing 3 tomorrow?
Tomorrow they're doing a 10 p.m. turbo.
That's it. 10 o'clock. God, that sounds awful.
I love it.
10 o'clock.
Oh.
Are you gonna play?
No. Because the problem is, I played in that industry event yesterday. We got down to 14 people, and I was like, guys, I got to stream this thing.
I gotta go.
I got to go. I mean, I'm not even set up yet. I got Lorenzo over here, but he needs help.
That's funny.
Wade bets 4K with ace king on an ace 5 tray board. 2 spades. Caleb calls with the 5. Third spade hits the turn and it goes check, check. 9 on the river. I expect it to go check. Maybe a small bet, but probably just check back. No, he's going to go for value. He says Caleb's not checking twice with a flush, so my ace king is good. I might get called by a weaker ace, ace jack, ace 10.
Amen. I would say so, because I played
He's going to call him with I paired my 5.
Oh.
No, it comes in for the check raise. That's why I don't go for that thin value. But if Wade can put these pieces together, would Caleb check twice just to set up that check raise? No, he's bluffing
There's
at
my
it.
5.
And ace king is good. Good call, Wade. I like the heart, Caleb. I like the attempt. I think we have 15 minutes before the break, but I'm not positive.
6 hole at 7.
How long are they playing?
These guys are playing down to 12%. So I stream for 2 hours, and then we take a break, and then 2 hours, and then we take a break. And then we're done. So I've got 2 more hours in me. How are you doing?
I'm great.
All right.
I'm enjoying this.
We
It's
might-
fun sitting in here with you.
It is a blast.
You got sushi. You got Lorenzo.
Lorenzo's great.
You got the chat. Yeah, it's great.
Four deuce 7-9 on the board. David's got 7-8. Mike has ace 10. 2 overcards. Needs an ace or a 10. Checks it over to David. David bets 7,000. Mike cannot call. Lets it go.
Is Tana around? Have you seen Tana?
Oh yeah, I saw Tana yesterday and today. We got 5 minutes left before the 15-minute break.
I haven't seen him yet. I messaged him the other day and he left me on red, so
Oh.
it might be awkward when I see him. Oh boy.
Wade in the hijack. Ace jack.
Oh,
Pocket
Bart's got
10s for
some-
Bart. This could get big.
Yeah,
Pocket
Daniel's
9s
got
for Daniel.
nines. Oh boy. Let's see.
So we've got a raise and a 3-bet.
They're talking about this Darren Peterson, but he's like a low man by quite a bit.
Daniel just calls. Nate's got a pretty juicy hand with Jack Queen, but he lets it go.
He don't want to be in there with them.
Now, what's Wade going to do with Ace Jack with Bart 3-betting and Daniel calling? He just lets go of Ace Jack. He's like, I don't want any part of this. Ace Jack would have been out in front.
Wade.
Good bet, Bart. Check, check, and let's Daniel get there with a 9. Bart has a
Yeah,
straight draw. He needs an 8 or a 10.
What do you bet? 6,200 on that?
Bart called 6,200.
Rick?
Daniel bet it.
It'll go about 2 times that, 14,000.
Daniel bet
14-8.
14, 8.
Man, you're good at this.
I just know Dan.
You should work here.
I just know Dan.
We got Murph in the chat. Bart does let it go. And we got to be almost on break. 2 minutes to go if you look over Brian's shoulder. You want to grab a chair and the microphone? They're going break in 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Right on.
You got any funny stories?
I got lots of funny stories. Some of them are even perfect for a live stream.
Last time I played with Dan, we were in Choctaw.
We got Mike Murphy in here.
And it's weird being when you're the only woman, you know, and it's all men except you. And then they kind of forget you're there and they just talk and say inappropriate things.
That happens.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
You're just one of the guys.
Yeah. One time, one of the guys was talking about how when they play with women, how distracting it is when the woman sits their boobs on the rail, and it really throws them off their game.
And you're going.
And then another one was like, "Yeah, it really does." And I'm just sitting here, and Daniel and I are sitting right together, and he leans over and he says, "You should try that, Julie." He said, "You'll have to stand up for him to rest on the rail, but you might as well try it."
So I've come into the conversation with absolutely nothing to add to this conversation right now.
I thought it was funny.
I will say that it's, I thought it was interesting 2 days ago. Facebook pops up with memories, and it popped up with a memory of Dan a year ago, 2 days ago, and it was me and him in Tulsa. And he was wearing a particular RunGood sweatshirt. And then right below that was another memory 2 years ago of me and Dan in Philadelphia, Mississippi at the Million Philly, and he had on the exact same sweatshirt. And all I could think is, I got to call Dan and see if he's wearing that sweatshirt again today. I wonder if he's wearing the same one.
That's
Looks
a nice
like-
place, though.
Could have been his lucky sweatshirt.
Mike S. has got top pair with a flush draw. That's strong.
Daniel hit middle pair, and he's going to find a way to win this hand. There's 48 in the pot. He has to call 18.
I don't see him doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. He's
We're on break,
that's what he said last hand.
so we are going to flip this around. No, you can leave that on. We're going to say hi to a little bit. So you're going to have to squeeze way over here, Mr. Murph. We got cameras.
Murph.
This is Eric. This is Julie. This is Murph. I'm going to slide back a little bit further so that you guys can get in the picture.
I was just waving with my
Come over
hand. I
here.
figured that was more
Come
than
on
enough.
over.
Nobody wants to see my ugly mug.
We did see you make a floor call when the 9 seat
Yeah.
thought 8 was all in, and he showed his hand. Did he show his hand, or did he?
He did
He
show
showed
his
it to
hand,
her.
giving her a huge read on what he had after she had seen both of his cards.
Yeah, she had pocket jacks, and he had a straight.
Did not work out to his benefit on that. We did just give him a warning.
That's what I said. It's
And, unfortunately, though, that is part of the game, and you can receive a penalty for that. And if it happens multiple times, we have no choice but to do so.
and if it's if it like influences action or something, if there's multiple people, depending on how bad it was. Let's mute this because we don't need to hear those guys. I just muted the table mic for the crowd.
You know he's going to win this race, too, right?
Oh, of course he does. Of course he does. He's got. I don't know. I think he like helped a
I
old
don't know.
lady across
He's
the
been running
street.
pretty good. He might not win this one. But if he's going to lose one, this is a good one to lose.
Yeah.
Not a lot of chips there. He's got a face card, but there's aces out there. Another